Welcome. This is HR That Works President Don Phin with my 5-minute webinar on my trusty little flipboard here. And today I'm going to talk about the top 7 concerns surrounding employment practices. Now, of course, when it comes to these big surveys, the number 1 and number 2 concern is always going to be around pay and benefits. So, what do we pay in terms of hourly or salary, wages, and then what's our benefits package going to be like? And with the healthcare reform, that's an obvious concern. But the real reason why those are concerns are because we want to be able to hire people and help motivate them to perform, and we want to keep them. But we wouldn't have benefits if we weren't concerned about those things. So those are kind of ancillary to the main concerns. And when we survey our members, this is what they tell us their top 7 concerns are. Now, as you can see, number 7 is filing lawsuits, and this is kind of one of my rubs about HR in general, is that the lawyers have kind of bastardized the system because they've got everybody worrying about HR just getting sued. Where the reality is, from my perspective and from many of the business owners that I deal with all around the country and people use our program, their main concern is growing their business, not worrying about getting sued. That's what they buy insurance for, that's what they hire attorneys for. So it makes no surprise to me that the number 1 concern is hiring people you can trust. Of course, that's what I want to surround myself with. That's what you want to surround yourself with. Most important factor of all. And so that's why there's a lot of tools in HR that work surrounding hiring. The second concern is getting people to perform. So I can trust this person. Now let's do it, okay? Third thing is I've got that person. I want to now retain them. So these 3 things statistically kind of outweigh all of the other main concerns in HR because they're the ones that are related to growing a business. Now, number 4 concern is people want to make people more productive, so they know they've got to educate them. We have over 70 hours of training on HR that works to help with that education. We want now people to play teams, so I got these superstars. I want them to work together. And you ought to watch the little video I did on team building, that 5-minute video, great exercise that you can run at your organization. The number 6 concern is about dealing with the poor performers, and so it's the discipline and termination concern. We have training modules on that. One of the things I always encourage you to do is figure out, is it the system that's causing the performance failure, or is it really that employee's challenge? And if it's the employee's challenge, make sure they own their problem. Use a tool like the employee correction form to do that. And if you're going to terminate people, never have single-person terminations. Always make sure somebody's head is being checked, and follow the pre-termination checklist on HR That Works. If you ever get stuck, you pick up the phone and use the hotline access. And of course, lastly, let's make sure we don't get sued, but when it comes to compliance, like any risk management, you want to look at the 80-20 of it. So what I really like to have companies with 15 to 500 employees, that range company, focus on is that 20% of claims category that will produce 80% of the claims. So for example, chances are nobody listening to this has ever been hit with a religious discrimination claim. The odds are roughly 1 in 300 years that would happen. But you've probably all heard of a sexual harassment claim. Statistically, 1 in 4 years that happens. So we want to make sure that we have the right training, the right tools, the right reports, all that type of stuff to prevent those main types of claims. When you have the oddball stuff, you pick up the phone and use the hotline, because people are running 75 miles an hour and wearing 3 hats, don't have the time to know the law out to the nth degree. So let's focus on the blocking and tackling, the main concerns around compliance, master those, get our employment practices liability insurance, and make sure you attend the next 5-minute webinar. I hope that was helpful. Take care.